So on Roblox, there is a game called Bloxton Mystery, and it's a 1-to-1 knockoff of Town of Salem. I only have one win in it because basically every other game I have died because I said something on night one, or people haven't listened and misinformation has been spread. Anyways, this game has there's like a tiny amount of positives, but a whole shit ton of negatives. Only because of how the game is like, there is also a couple of stuff that I think could be done to fix some of these things. But I'll talk about that stuff last. So I'm just going to start off with the positives. There are a couple of positives. I do like the idea of the different outfits. Now, of course, rather than it being Town of Salem where you're just kind of like an overhead view on a town and you're not allowed to move and everything, and everyone's looking at the chat box. On this variant, because of course it's Roblox, so you can move and it's programmed like that, it does actually look pretty nice to have different outfits and everything. So like people can, if you grind the game for long enough or you just get good at the game, you can get loads of outfits, and it does look kind of cool. Also, I love the idea of the night portion, how you're inside an actual house. There's also house customization, but that is actually a little bit more negative, and I'll get onto that later. But the idea of the house part is, of course, it makes it a little bit more lively rather than you sitting there and waiting to see what's happening. Of course, the only reason why this works in Town of Salem is because Town of Salem, you're always focused. In this game, it's slightly different. But now onto the negatives. As I said, only a small portion of positives. Onto the negatives. One of my main issues is Roblox's demographic. Games Roblox. What is Roblox like advertised for? Kids, right? We're talking ages 5+. Now, whereas Steam games, you only really see people 13+ playing Steam games. There is a very, very low amount of 10-year-olds on Steam. But so of course, Town of Salem, you can get it on the web, you can get it on mobile, but I got it on Steam. So of course, it's more 13+ on that area. However, Roblox, its demographic is advertised as 5+, so it doesn't really work. You're playing a game where everyone's kind of meant to be focused with a bunch of 5-year-olds. It's not going to work. They don't understand what's going on. They don't really get the game. I kind of wish there would be a tutorial explaining everything, because the question mark bubble really, really doesn't explain anything well. In the lobby, you can see the question mark bubble and in game. Like the will thing, right? It says use your will to give last minute information to your town when you believe you're in danger. Well, it says a note. It's a will, but that's not exactly why you would do that. You list everything in your will. So let's say I'm playing investigator and I investigate number 1. I would list all of my results in there, not use it last minute in danger. That's not really how it works. It's also the role list. No, not the role list. The roles in the question mark bubble. They also don't go over how powerful their attack is and how much defense a role has. So, of course, it does make it kind of confusing when you're attacking at night to realise, hang on, why is this man not dying? Also, attacking at night, it's very, very scuffed. I understand the entire point is you're supposed to hide, and if someone's there, they'll come and look in all the closets, everything, and see that you're there and start killing you. However, the knife, I haven't played with the knife yet, because as I said, I've only got one win, because, and plus I haven't played as serial killer. But the gun is equivalent to a Nerf gun. I don't know if I was attacking roles that had defense or anything, but when I used it, it was equivalent to a Nerf gun. And plus, considering how this game isn't where you stand still and they kill you, it's people are jumping around and everything. So it doesn't really work unless if you've got like 500 hours in an aim trainer, and still then you're not going to produce very good results because, as I said, it's equivalent to a Nerf pistol. Also, going back to the house customization. So, as I said, it's a house segment and everything. But there's house customization. There's a big issue with this. Some of the houses are a lot bigger. I've only got the first house. But some of the houses are a lot different. So, players may have to spend longer looking for you, which gives them an advantage and a higher advantage over everyone else. Because many people, if you hop into casual, everyone will have the base house. I guarantee you, everyone will have the base house. But if you're playing, the higher ends of ranked in this game, which this game does actually have ranked. If you're playing the higher ends of ranked, people are probably gonna everyone's gonna have the larger houses, and you're not gonna have enough time in one night, which is only 45 seconds, to find them in some huge house. So it doesn't it doesn't work at all, if I have to be honest. Other negatives. Certain roles, I feel like... So, alright, going back to the night segment. How you have to go to other people's houses and everything. So, like, the mafioso, of course, you have to go to the house and kill them using a paperweight Nerf gun. But the town roles, and now the one I did play, Investigator, you have to go to the person's house and find the evidence. Which, again, I love the idea. But... in actual gameplay, especially with the bigger houses, you will not have enough time to find the evidence. Likewise with killing them in the house. Also, another problem: people don't exactly get what you're saying because this is a Roblox game, and many people aren't used to games like Town of Salem. People only take the information that you get that you say if you're right next to them in the Roblox game. So whereas in Town of Salem, because everyone is stationary, everyone is looking at the chat box. Everyone interprets everything that you say. So everything is easily heard and everyone understands. Whereas on Roblox, because people don't really understand that, not many people are actually looking in the text box. So I might be on the other side of the town, and I might be saying that so-and-so is a vampire or something. They will not see it because, again, they're kids and they don't look at the text box. Another issue. Teamers. There isn't a direct report system in the game to sort this out yet, and I don't know if there's one in the Discord. I've only been on the Discord for 30 minutes. I don't think so. I don't know if you have to create a ticket for it. Oh yeah, you do have to create a ticket. But there is way too many cheaters in this game, from what I believe. I got into a situation where it was the last 3 players. I was the distractor, there was a jailer, and then there was a toxicologist. But because both of them were teaming, I lost. It isn't very satisfactory when you lose, because yeah. Now I've kind of ranted on about the same topics for ages. I think that is pretty much everything I have to go over. It's just the game feels very, very clunky. Alright. Especially some of the roles aren't really explained as well as they should do. Like, the jester, right? In Town of Salem, as a jester, you get lynched, right? And the people who voted guilty, you can haunt them and you can kill them, right? Now, in this game, Bloxton Mystery, if you are the jester, you have to haunt preemptively so that when you do die... any time you die. So I think it's not explained very well. If I go into the description, you're a lunatic whose goal is to be eliminated. Manipulate the town into voting against you. Your goal, eliminate yourself by any means necessary. Now, I don't know if that means that you could die in the night and you would still haunt someone. But people who do not know, you have to preemptively haunt someone. And then you die and then you haunt them. I don't know. But it's not very well explained how you use certain things and everything. Now, I've ranted on for longer about everything, but things that could be fixed. I feel like the houses need to be balanced. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know how the hell you balance the houses, however I do like the idea. Some of the roles need better explaining and everything. The weapons, I kind of wish, I can imagine, right, that if you, the mafioso or someone did come to your house, instead of them chasing you around in your house, they could turn it into an animation or something. So it could be like an animation where they enter the house and then they just shoot you instead, rather than it being fucking hide and seek where you chase each other with a Nerf gun. But I'd not really much for the investigator one, but just for the the mafioso one, it could just be an animation where they enter the house, shoot you, and then leave, and that would be much better. It would make the game more, easier, and whereas it's more like random chance, do you kill them, is the pistol gonna do well, it actually does work. So I think that's pretty much everything. Just finished talking on the 10-second mark, but there was probably a lot more that I've forgotten about because, honest to God, I kind of just want to get my thoughts out there. I don't really care about fucking editing and all that stuff. So, yeah. I hope someone sees this and can just, come up with a change to the game slightly so that it's more better. I haven't played ranked yet. Now, I don't know if ranked is going to be like the same as casual, where there's a bunch of 5-year-olds screaming at each other on why someone is an arsonist. But, yeah. So thank you for watching. And, if I have anything else to say about this game, I will probably post it. My channel has been dead for ages, and if you really want to, you can subscribe. We are 400 subscribers off 2,000. Now, I know I don't upload much. I don't really care. I mean, I haven't got much else to upload, but yeah. So, I'm just going to go. I've said I'm about to go 2 times now. Yeah, I'm just going to go. I'll see you guys later.